welcome back to Mighty Little Green Machine. In today's episode, we're going to be setting up and trying my new Oregon chainsaw chain sharpener. I've never done anything but manual filing on a saw, but right now, we'll see what happens. My plan next year is to start selling some firewood, so I'm going to be doing a lot more cutting. So I'd like to be able to sharpen chains faster and a little better. So I bought this. Now you can install it on a bench or you can install it on the wall. So I'm going to actually install it right back here on the wall. I'm going to install a couple of pieces of 2x6s. I'm going to put it up at about chest height so that I don't have to bend over when I'm sharpening chains. And then up top I'll be able to hang my extra chains on the pegboard that's up there. And then I think I'll clean some of this mess while I'm at it. It's about time. Winter's almost here. I'm going to be inside soon. So let's get started. Okay, so got them cut at 11 inches. Like I said, I want it almost chest height, so I don't have to bend over. Okay. Okay, so you can see that I got one board screwed in, one just sitting there. One piece split a little, but it's definitely not the end of the world. This thing isn't that heavy, and there's going to be enough holding it. Okay, so if you look, there's one hole at the top there, and then there's a hole down here and down here. So what I did was I marked the first hole. I'm going to get that screwed in first and then use a level to make sure it's level side to side. Doesn't make any difference in the sharpening of the chain, but I would kind of like it to be level. I guess more plumb than level. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the first bolt in. The only thing I don't like, and they say to use a washer, is you can't see the degree of angle settings. Now, this is 40 and that's 50, so it's not that big of a deal, and that would be 45. But it would have been nice if they designed it a little bit different. Okay, so using a little level. See, it's plumb. You really can't see underneath there, but it's level too. So that's perfect. So now I'll just drive these two bolts in. Okay, so there it looks. A couple of things. First of all, I decided, because the bottom two are holding it good, and that head's really not any smaller than the hole, to remove the washer on the top so I can see the degrees. Down here, I'm not crazy about the design either. If you look, I had to drive those at an angle because of this plate here. And you can't put them in first because this plate screws in from the back. So what I had to do is use a long extension to get in there because the gun wouldn't fit, so I could do it. But now it's mounted tight. The next thing we're going to have to do is select the right size. There's 3 different cutting discs or grinding discs that come with this, depending on the chain size you have, and there's a gauge to check it. So that's the next thing we're going to do, is check the gauge, take the gauge, and check on my chain to see which grinding wheel to put in first. If this chain cuts as good as it looks like it's going to, I'm super impressed. So you don't want to go right into it. You want to do it a little at a time. And it's that simple to sharpen a thing. And all you do is loosen the vise, bring it to the next tooth, pull it back so it tightens it, lock it back in, and do it again.
It's that simple.
Okay, so when I began this video, it was about, I don't know, a week or two ago. I've learned a lot more about this since I started the video. First of all, I've learned that most common chains use a 60-degree side-to-side angle and a 30-degree angle this way. Okay? The only difference is on the smaller chain, you just put a smaller wheel on. You just got to check the profile for the thing. But I have sharpened several chains with it, and I've used them, and they cut as good, if not better, than a new chain. I'm super impressed with this little machine. I would highly recommend it if you do a lot of sawing. It wasn't a ton of money. I want to say it was $200. I'll put a link, one of my Amazon associate links at the bottom so you can see it. But so far I've sharpened 2 different types and sizes of chains with great success. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you next time.